Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's episode of Liverpool, from chaos to calculated destruction. Now some say Arne Slot is just coasting on Jurgen Klopp's hard work, like a group project partner who shows up at the last minute but still gets an A. But hold on. That actually does Slot a disservice, because while Liverpool still press run and cause general mayhem for defenses, they've added something Klopp's teams didn't always have: balance. The one thing Klopp's heavy metal footballs sometimes lacked, because let's be honest, Klopp's Liverpool played like a band that only knew how to play at full volume. Slot. He's the guy who finally introduced a volume knob. 1. Arne Slot. The evolution, not the copy-paste. When Slot first arrived, people couldn't help but compare him to Klopp. I mean, similar gegenpressing, high energy, and a love for intense football, fair comparisons, right? But Slot himself was quick to point out the differences. He basically said, "I love chaos, just like Klopp. But maybe let's not live in the chaos 24/7, like it's a reality show." His words: "After we win the ball, I like to go forward, just as Jurgen liked it. But I also like it when players keep the ball and don't immediately try the impossible Hollywood pass." Translation: let's not treat every possession like a Hail Mary pass in American football. That's the key shift here. Klopp's Liverpool was an all-or-nothing side. Either they overwhelmed you with relentless pressing, or they found themselves stretched out, running back like school kids late for assembly. Slot, on the other hand, is a man of moderation. Instead of playing like someone who just drank 5 espressos, his Liverpool knows when to sip their coffee, take a deep breath, and wait for the right moment to attack. It's like Klopp handed over a Formula One car, and Slot figured out how to drive it without spinning out at every turn. Klopp's Liverpool played like kids on a sugar rush. Everything had to happen right now. Slot's Liverpool, they know how to wait for their moment, like a cat stalking its prey. Klopp's game plan: score first, run hard, and see if we can survive by sheer willpower. Slot's game plan: score first, breathe, and then strike again with precision. This is the footballing equivalent of Klopp giving us an action movie with non-stop explosions, and Slot stepping in to add some well-timed dialogue before the next explosion. Imagine Klopp and Slot running a restaurant. Klopp would be tossing ingredients into a pan at full heat, flames flying everywhere, exciting but also slightly terrifying. Slot, he'd be plating each dish with precision, making sure the sauce is just right before serving. 2. Klopp's chaos versus Slot's balance. The shift in tempo. Now let's talk about what's really different. Under Klopp, Liverpool embraced chaos like it was their long-lost brother. Every attack felt like a high-speed car chase, with risk-taking at every turn. The idea? Even if we lose the ball, we press like rabid wolves and win it back immediately. But here's the problem. Playing 58 games at full throttle, chaos has side effects. Exhibit A. Liverpool ran out of gas in the 2022-23 season faster than a budget airline running out of legroom. By the end of that campaign, their chaos energy had turned into "why are we so exhausted?" energy. Slot knew that intensity was great, but sustainability was even better. Instead of blindly charging forward like a bull seeing red, his Liverpool plays with controlled aggression. They still press, they still attack, but now they know when to pause, when to recycle possession, and when to wait for the perfect moment to strike. It's the difference between a boxer wildly throwing haymakers in round 1 and a seasoned fighter waiting for the knockout punch in round 12. Klopp's Liverpool wanted to win fights with sheer volume. Slot's Liverpool wants to win with precision. Klopp's Liverpool was like a roller coaster, thrilling fast, but eventually someone throws up from the intensity. They basically treated every match like a 5-hour energy drink. Slot came in and said, "Guys, maybe drink some water too." Klopp's version of defending was, "If we attack so much, maybe the opponent will just give up." Slot, he's actually planned for what happens when Liverpool don't have the ball. If Klopp's Liverpool was a nightclub with the music blasting at max volume 24/7, Slot's Liverpool is a high-end lounge with a DJ who actually knows how to read the room. Sometimes you need a beat drop, sometimes you need a slow jam. 3. Slot's secret weapon: time management. No, really. Slot realized something crucial. If Liverpool wanted to keep Klopp's best qualities, they needed to make them sustainable. That means shifting tempos. Instead of always hitting the full speed ahead button, Liverpool now knows when to slow down, hold the ball, and then accelerate. And guess what? That's not just helping their attack, it's helping their defense too. Instead of playing "you take a shot, we take a shot" football, they now pick their moments. The chaos is still there, but now it's planned chaos. Like a bank heist movie where everything goes exactly according to plan. This isn't just a minor tactical tweak, it's a complete shift in mindset. Klopp's Liverpool was designed to break you down by sheer volume, wave after wave of relentless attacks until the opposition drowned in pressure. Slot's Liverpool, they're playing a more sophisticated game. Instead of blindly throwing punches, they study their opponents, wait for them to expose a weakness and then strike. It's not just about running, it's about running smart. Slot's Liverpool doesn't just attack whenever, they wait until the opponent's structure is wobbly, like a Jenga tower on the verge of collapse. Klopp's Liverpool would press the gas pedal until the car broke down. Slot occasionally taps the brakes, to avoid crashing into a wall. If Klopp's team played like a pack of wolves hunting down prey, Slot's team is playing chess, waiting for the right moment to strike. Imagine Klopp and Slot playing FIFA. Klopp is that guy who sprints with every player for 90 minutes. Slot, he's calmly passing around waiting for the right through ball to cut open the defense. 4. The coaching challenge, teaching players to wait. Now don't get it twisted. This is not an easy shift. Changing how a team understands tempo is like teaching a hyperactive child to sit still for 5 minutes. Klopp's team was conditioned to attack relentlessly. Slot had to teach them, hey, sometimes patience wins games too. And it's working. Slot isn't just making Liverpool better with the ball, he's making them better without it. When they go direct, they do it on their terms. When they hold possession, they do it for a reason. And guess what? They're now more prepared when they lose the ball, meaning fewer, oh no, we left our entire defense behind base moments. But this shift isn't just about tactics, it's about psychology. These are players who for years were rewarded for relentless pressing and immediate attacks. Slot is basically rewiring their footballing instincts, teaching them to trust the lull before the storm. It's like telling a Formula One driver that sometimes the key to winning isn't just raw speed, it's knowing when to ease off the throttle so you don't burn out your tires before the final lap. Teaching Klopp's Liverpool to slow down is like telling a dog to stop chasing its tail. It takes time. Imagine being Mo Salah, running forward expecting an instant through ball, and instead Thiago's just standing there going, nope, not yet. This isn't just a new tactic, it's reprogramming instincts. Liverpool's players have been trained for chaos mode for years. Slot is basically rewiring their football brains. It's like trying to teach a speedrunner to enjoy the story of a video game instead of just skipping cutscenes and mashing buttons. Slot is saying, hey, let's enjoy the build-up a little, yeah? 5. In-game adjustments, Slot's tactical superpower. Another thing Slot has brought to the table. Smart, in-game management. Klopp was brilliant, but let's be honest, sometimes his plan B was just run harder. Slot, he actually tweaks his game plan mid-match, making subtle changes that give Liverpool an edge. He's like a chess grandmaster making mid-game moves, while Klopp was the guy who'd say we attack no matter what. And this ability to adapt isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. The Premier League has evolved. Opponents have become smarter, defenses are more organized, and simply outrunning everyone doesn't always work. Slot's Liverpool can switch gears mid-match, knowing when to control possession, when to press high, and when to overload specific areas. It's the tactical equivalent of knowing when to jab, when to dodge, and when to go for the knockout punch. Klopp gave Liverpool an identity. Slot is making sure that identity evolves. Slot is like the manager who finally reads the instruction manual before assembling the team's tactics. He doesn't just throw on 4 forwards and say go score, he actually adjusts based on what's happening. If Klopp's game plan was a rock concert, Slot's is a well-conducted orchestra, still loud but controlled. It's like Klopp played FIFA on ultra attacks for 90 minutes. Slot, he actually pauses the game, goes into settings, and makes some tactical tweaks. Slot's halftime talks must feel like a TED Talk on football strategy, while Klopp's were probably just an energy drink commercial on repeat. 6. The Premier League landscape. Slot's Liverpool on top? Of course, Liverpool's rise isn't just down to Slot. Manchester City and Arsenal having some oops moments have helped. The title race is suddenly wide open. But let's be real, that doesn't take anything away from what Slot has done. If they win the Premier League this season, nobody will be saying, oh, it was easy. Nope. Slot has managed to take a Klopp team, keep the chaos, remove the unnecessary stress, and make Liverpool smarter. And let's be honest, this season has been the perfect storm for a team like Liverpool to capitalize. City has had more injury concerns than an overworked hospital. Arsenal has spent half the season trying to figure out how to score goals without needing an XG of 5.0 per game. And Chelsea? Well, Chelsea is still trying to understand how football works. Slot's Liverpool hasn't just benefited from others slipping up, they've shown a level of consistency that title winners need. If they stay the course, they could turn a rebuilding years into a championship one. City is stumbling. Arsenal is still figuring things out, and somehow Liverpool is sitting at the top looking like the most composed team in the league. This is like when the main characters in a movie keep messing up, and the side character who's been calm the whole time suddenly becomes the star. If Liverpool does win, expect Pep Guardiola to blame the low-tempo conspiracy, because anything other than total chaos doesn't sit well with him. It's like everyone expected a City versus Arsenal title race, and Liverpool just showed up uninvited, took the trophy and said, "Thanks, we'll be keeping this." Closing thoughts, Slot's master plan in action. So what do you think? Is Slot just Klopp 2.0, or has he actually taken Liverpool to a whole new level? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more football chaos, or should I say balanced chaos. And remember, if Klopp's Liverpool was a rock band, then Slot's is a jazz ensemble, still exciting, just a little smoother. See you next time.